There are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This too is false. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally. It's not true. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally.
You lie. Wow. I remember that as if it was yesterday, and I wrote about it back in the day. Yep. Joe Wilson, South Carolina. You lie. He was reprimanded and still didn't apologize. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendshot Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday, September 12th of 2024, 9:43 in the a.m. Did you guys know that Joe Wilson is in the hospital and is serious? Because he suffered a stroke. They say a stroke or a type of stroke on September 10th. I want you to follow this sequence. This day, on September 9th of 2009, we had a representative. There he is. Joe Wilson yell out to the then president, Barack Obama, "You lie." Obama kept his composure. Again, September 9th of 2009, but yet September 10th of 2024, the man had a stroke. Technically, one day after he said, "You a lie."
Wilson was officially reprimanded yesterday by his fellow lawmakers for calling President Obama a liar. Nancy Cordes reports.
None of us is happy to be here.
This was a first for Congress, an hour-long debate over a two-word accusation hurled by South Carolina Republican Joe Wilson at the president during his joint address to Congress last week.
We, at a minimum, are duty-bound to express our disapproval. And to put him through this on the floor of the House, I think is unacceptable, and it is a partisan stunt.
The resolution is adopted.
Stunt or not, the House voted to formally rebuke Wilson after he was given one last chance to apologize to his colleagues and didn't take it.
For this action today will have done nothing for the taxpayers to rein in the growing cost and size of the federal government.
Congressman Wilson's wife took to the web to defend her husband.
And I said, "Joe, who's the nut that hollered out, 'You lie,' or 'You lie'?"
It was him. Look at this. He was rebuked. Rebuke comes out to 6-6. Why'd they choose that word, rebuke? Is that not like a satanic, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus"? Right? All right, we have Joe Wilson. Who is this man? Joe Wilson Sr., born July 31st, 1947, is an American politician and attorney serving as the U.S. Representative for South Carolina's 2nd Congressional District since 2001. A member of the Republican Party, his district stretches from Columbia to the Georgia-South Carolina border. He served as a South Carolina State Senator from the 23rd District from 1985 to 2001. Here's the speech. September 2009, Barack Obama, joint session, 8 p.m., September 9th, 2009. Obama's speech addressed topics regarding the public health insurance option, private insurance reform, and estimated cost and revenue, basic coverage for individuals and employers, as well as subsidies and waivers for those who can't afford coverage, and importance of tort reform in bringing costs down. The president's speech lasted 47 minutes and contained 5,614 words. It was briefly interrupted by a cry of "You lie" from Republican Rep. Joe Wilson, referring to a statement by Obama that his plan would not apply to illegal immigrants, discussed in more detail in the next session. About to get deep, y'all. This is when he spoke to the Associated Press about his outburst.
Well, I last night heard from the leadership that they wanted me to contact the White House and state that my statements were inappropriate. I did. I'm very grateful that the White House, in talking with them, they indicated that they appreciated the call and that we needed to have a civil discussion about the healthcare issues, and I certainly agree with that. And so I'm happy to discuss the healthcare issues, and in particular on the issue, which I think is very important, of whether the bills cover would include illegal aliens or not. My background in that is that I was aware that there were two different amendments on the bill which would have provided for verification of persons having citizenship. One was in the Ways and Means Committee, one was on the Energy and Commerce Committee, and both of those were defeated overwhelmingly. They were almost party line votes.
What was your church back in the day? It's deep, y'all. Now, September 9th, 2024, same gentleman, Joe Wilson, goes after the Biden administration, saying, look, you did not have a green light in terms of this withdrawal from Afghanistan. This is just 2 days ago, people. A few days ago, 3 days ago. Listen.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm so grateful to be here. It's so inspiring to be with the families of the persons who were killed needlessly at Abbey Gate. Being here today, I'm here as a member of Congress, but I'm also here as the grateful father of a son, Hunter, who served for a year in Afghanistan. So I identify with the families. Additionally, I've had 31 years service in the Army Guard, and so I knew on August 26, 2021, that Joe Biden lied to the American people about having military support for his actions. There was no letters. He claimed he had letters. The moment I heard him say that, I sent a letter that night to the White House asking for copies of the letters. I've sent a number of other letters asking for copies of the letters. And so the thought that the president would lie to the American people, that the vice president would sign off on the lie of letters supporting by the military, and then in the meantime, with the leadership of Chairman Brian Mast, we had a hearing where General Milley and General McKenzie said they told the president not to do this.
They told the president not to do it. Wilson on Biden's untrue Afghanistan blame. Washington, D.C. Congressman Joe Wilson commented on the Biden administration's summary of the August 2021 U.S. withdrawal of Afghanistan. The untrue blaming of Donald Trump for the surrender. Can't get into that. But anyway, Biden's speech on August 26, 2021, claiming letters from the military supported his disastrous decision, which led to the deaths of 13 American service members, was fabricated. Quote, on that same night, I sent a letter to the president requesting copies of the claimed military letter, and it and 5 subsequent letters by me remain unanswered. It's deep, y'all. 9/10, he just had a stroke. 8/26 is when he sent this letter. 8/26 of 2021. The difference is 3 years, 2 weeks, 2 days, including today. 322 is skull and bones, right? That's their number. And look at this, 7/31. That's the day that Joe Wilson was born. So his next birthday is 7/31 of 2025, subtracted from the day he just had his stroke, symptoms of 9/10. The difference is 324 days. Is that important? The 324th day of the year, people, is November 20th. What's November 20th? Joe Biden's birthday is November 20th. Is that coincidence? South Carolina Congressman Joe Wilson remains stable, but details on his medical condition unknown. So the very next day after he had his press conference on Afghanistan in relation to Joe Biden, he has the stroke. South Carolina U.S. Rep. Joe Wilson spent a second day in Washington, D.C. hospital, while his office has offered little detail regarding his condition after doctors reportedly told Wilson's family the 77-year-old experienced stroke-like symptoms. No additional details have been made public, and Wilson's spokesman has not elaborated beyond a brief status update. The congressman continues to be evaluated by medical staff, and he is stable. David Snyder, a spokesman for the Wilson, told the Post and Courier on September 11th. A statement posted to social media by Wilson's office late on September 10th confirmed that the veteran lawmaker had suffered a medical emergency and was undergoing evaluation at a local hospital in Washington. The only specifics about Wilson's health so far have come from one of the congressman's sons, South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson. Quote, doctors have confirmed to us that he has experienced stroke-like symptoms. He wrote the evening of the 10th, adding, quote, I was able to speak with him moments ago, and I am incredibly thankful that he is stable and better and being monitored by professionals. South Carolina came into existence under our union, ratified the Constitution, May 23rd, 1788, May 23rd. Take May 23rd of 2024, just had a birthday, subtracted from the day he just had the stroke-like symptoms, the difference is 324. Again, 324 is what? November 20th, Joe Biden's birthday, 324. Isn't that deep? 324. The day South Carolina became part of the Constitution versus the day of the stroke, 324. 324, 324th day of the year. Although that's 3 months, 2 weeks, 4 days. I'm sure you get it. 324, November 20th, Joe Biden's birthday. Is that coincidence? Then look at it again. This is the day that he yelled at Obama, 9/9 of 2009. He said, you lie, 9/9. Then on 9/10 of 2024, boom, he had a stroke. 15 years in 1 day. But really 1 day from the date, 9/9 versus 9/10. Are these mathematical improbabilities or is this coincidence? The day he had a stroke, 9/10 of 2024, subtracted from Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th of 2023, right? Difference is 404. Get rid of the zero, you get 44. Barack Obama's the 44th president. Take the same 9/10 of 2024, the day of the stroke, versus Barack Obama, August 4th, 2025. It's exactly 47 weeks. We're trying to have the 47th president, aren't we? Is that coincidence? It's Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th. If you take 9/10 of 2024 versus 6/14 of 2024, Donald Trump's birthday, look at that. Come on, man. The difference is 88 days. You mean to tell me from the time this man just had his stroke a few days ago on 9/10 of 2024 versus Trump's birthday, 6/14 of 2024, the difference is 88 days. Trump's text number is 88022. Are there too many coincidences here, people? What do you think? It reminds me of Joe the Plumber. It sure does. It sure does. You say something and boom, the numbers show later on that it possibly could be connected. So what do you think, people? Is there something going on? Is this man allegedly paying a price for speaking up? For yelling out, "You lie"? Are there any freedoms left here in America? Look, I stumbled upon the story, so I thought I'd bring it to you guys. What do you think is really going on? Or we just take it at face value? We pray that he makes it through and has a full recovery. God bless him and his family. South Carolina. What gets me is that they had these hearings back in the day, and it's really sad that, you know, he was asked to apologize in terms of the session. What do you think? Do you think it was sad he had apologized? Or do you think that he should be able to say in a free land? I mean, what I'm saying is that, do you think he was made to, do you think it was right that the impression was that he be made to apologize? But he did not. There's a thing called decorum. Do you think it was against decorum? Or do you think that he was onto something and he had to say it? That if he was right, he could have waited and done it one-on-one with Congress. I don't know, people. It's a touchy thing. I don't think he should have been made to apologize. Because we look now, we see what's going on. Are they not giving health care to illegals? Think about it. Are they not giving health care to illegals? I mean, this has historical connection. I mean, unless I'm interpreting it right, the man is saying, look, you know, your bill is gonna give health care to illegals. If that happened right then and there, I'm not sure, but I know one thing is happening now. And that's frustrating for Americans now, don't you think? It's very frustrating. I've done enough videos on immigration, and you know enough about immigration, and you know they're getting health care. You know they're getting free food. You know they're getting a place to stay. And we're going all the way back to 2009, where this issue was brought up. That's a long time ago. That's 15 years ago. Look at that moment, and now look at us. So I'm kind of glad he didn't apologize. They have the insight to things that we don't. And so now I can say that he had to stand up. Because look at us now. I'm Friendship Pearson. You like the work? Let me know what you think. Would you have stood up? Should we stand up? when it comes down to information which we feel is wrong? Or should we just wait it out? Yeah, he could have conducted it a little bit different, but hey. Again, they know more about these things than we do. Maybe his frustration kicked in. And maybe he was sounding the alarm. Remember, this is the station whereby, this is the YouTube where you have to verify that you are subscribed every day. I do about three to four videos a day sometime, and make sure that you ring the bell and you're subscribed, because you might become unsubscribed. God bless you, and God bless America. God bless this man's family.